What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Legends. Already, you probably noticed the Falcon on my chest. That's right, I'm highlighting one of my favorite running backs and a legend from an old team that I played for. I'm talking about no other than the great Warrick Dunn. Warrick has been able to accomplish a lot of things on the field and off the field that I hoped to and was able to. And him being a beacon of light allows me to know that I'm on the right path. That being said, though, he had a huge influence on me early in life. I was a late bloomer as a kid. I didn't get my growth spurt until almost my junior year in high school. I was the smaller guy, typically on the football team, reserving me to be a running back. Quick feet, very nimble. Warrick Dunn was a guy that I always watched his film. I wanted to see how he managed to maneuver in between traffic, being a smaller guy, taking the big hits, but also just being shifty and elusive. He does that well. Warrick Dunn hails from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where he's the oldest of 6 children. He and his mother, they would take turns taking care of the family. From the very early age, Warrick Dunn will notice his athletic abilities, and it'd be something that would be an outlet for him. It would really hit stride when he got to high school. At Lee Catholic High out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he was going to be a state champion as a sophomore. As a senior, he was going to be a All-American. All that attention and all that skill, the SEC would come call knocking, but as actually, he would take his talents to Florida State and play for the late great Bobby Bowden. His 18th birthday though, 2 days later, he would have some devastating news that would rock his world for the rest of his life. After his 18th birthday, 2 days later, his mother, Miss Betty Smothers, would succumb and lose her life to injuries from an armed robbery. Warrick Dunn would allow that incident to stop him from striving to be the best man he could be, and continues to show that through and through each and every day. As a freshman at Florida State, although he wasn't a starter, he contributed with over 90 touches, 800 yards all-purpose, and adding to a national championship run. In the 3 years after his national championship as a freshman, Warrick Dunn would go on to have over 1,000 yards in each season. He would have 49 touchdowns, as well as be the 5th runner-up in the Heisman Trophy race. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers would take Warrick Dunn with the 12th pick overall. That rookie year for Warrick Dunn would go on to be one of consecutive many 1,000-yard seasons. In his rookie year, he would go on for over 1,400 yards. He will also become the AP Rookie of the Year, as well as being voted to the All-Rookie team. That particular year will only be the start to 5 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Heck of a player, dual threat out of the backfield. He had a fullback in front of him by the name of the great Mike Allstott. This lightning and thunder combination put defense on their heels and had many defensive coordinators worried at night about how to stop this dynamic duo. The thing about Warrick Dunn, as I stated though, he was a smaller guy, 5'9", 180 pounds, very impressive in a way that he could still run in between the tackles and take on an NFL season, 16 plus games. I talked to him about this. There was one particular time early in my childhood I recall reading about him learning how to take tackles and take the big hits. What he shared with me was he would just allow the hit to be absorbent. He wouldn't fight it. He would just give way to it and let that energy not only flow through him, but let it release out through him. That kind of understanding of not embracing the hit, but allowing it to flow, kind of probably it proved to us and why he was able to stick around so long in the National Football League, particularly as a smaller guy. The mid-90s to the early 2000s, there wasn't a lot of dual backs. So that being said, he had to get it how he lived. At 5'9", he did just that. There was a couple of games when Mike Allstott went down, which allowed him to show himself as a 3-down running back, which he did consistently. In 2002, Warrick Dunn would go on to take his talents across the division to the Atlanta Falcons. Adding to what was already a 5-year consecutive 1,000-yard for scrimmage, he would continue that same run in Atlanta. Warrick Dunn was a hell of an athlete, a better running back, and a Pro Bowler at that. But he's a man of a golden heart. He did not forget his mother's dream of becoming a homeowner. Not being able to do that for her, he did that for several others. Home for the Holidays is a program that he does under his foundation, where he's been able to give hundreds of houses away and change the lives of many. In 2004, the NFL, rightfully so, nominated and awarded Warrick Dunn to become Walter Payton Man of the Year. At 2005, though, will be his best season as a pro. As a 30-year-old running back, he didn't show any signs of slowing down. Warrick would have over 1,400 yards rushing, be selected to a third Pro Bowl, and yes, continue to take those Falcons into the playoffs. In a divisional round against the Rams, Warrick would have over 140 yards rushing and lead his team to the NFC Championship game where they would suffer defeat to the Philadelphia Eagles. In 2006 though, Warrick wasn't done with his charitable giving and inspiration, inspiring others to do the same. In his home state, Katrina, the hurricane hit New Orleans, and Warrick Dunn went to work. Leaning on friends and influencers around the country, he would help raise over $5 million for the Katrina efforts in cleaning up his home state. In 2007, his streak of 1,000 yards consecutively would come to an end with the Atlanta Falcons, but in 2008, he would return home to where it all started, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, signing a one-year contract and finishing out with another 1,000 yards from scrimmage, giving him a total of 10 1,000-yard seasons. In an 11-year career, the man has much to be proud of and to stand on. At the stature of 5'9" and 180 pounds, he's maybe the smallest, maybe the lightest running back to go for over 10,000 yards. If you ask him, he'll remind you that he's less than 40 yards away from 11,000 and being a part of the 11,000-yard career club. I don't know if we'll ever see that from a guy from that stature again. Dual threat at the backfield, as I said, humble as they come. I don't think there's enough superlatives to talk about Warrick Dunn and the impact he's had on many. In 2009, Warrick Dunn would be invited to be a part of the Arthur Blank AB ownership group of the Atlanta Falcons. Someone that aspires to be a part of the ownership group, if not the majority owner of my own football team in the National Football League, Warrick Dunn continues to set the path for me. There are many of you that may not have a chance to see Warrick Dunn play, but I promise you, if you turn on the highlights, every word I've said is true, but he's a better man. And if you ever get a chance to meet him in person, I think you'll agree. Warrick Dunn, I truly hope the Hall of Fame gives you a phone call, at least consideration. What you were able to do is just phenomenal. And being able to do it with some of the things that you had to overcome in your personal life makes it even that much more of a special of a story. The man truly has talents to do it all. Influential, wise, kind, and a hell of an athlete. One of the best running backs the Atlanta Falcons ever to see. Heck, maybe even Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Check him out, Warrick Dunn, one of the legends.